Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I'm going to come with another 10 sevens video. This is going to be the first part, but I'm going to do the 3-point molly here, and I'm going to play it like it's a $15 table because that's pretty much what everyone's finding. So I'm going to do 15 in the front and 30 in the back. That's roughly $100. It's a little over $100 if I get all three numbers, but it'll be fine. We're just going 10 sevens, see what happens. And there's a hard 4 on the come out, all right? 30 in odds. I use 30 because it's easy. 30 works with everything. You don't know what the 3-point molly is, you try to get 3 bets, pass line and come bets up and put odds on them. All right, back to 4, that's a good one. It's going to pay pretty well down here, 2-1 on that 4. That's a good start. All right, we're gonna have these odds working all the time, guys, because it's 10 sevens, so we're just gonna try to run through it. And there's the 8. 3-point molly is not, oops. 3-point molly is not something I'm interested in because I don't like having to repeat numbers to make winners. And that's what the 3-point molly is predicated on, is that you'll repeat numbers. Oh, there's a 12, it's gonna lose. That you'll repeat numbers consistently enough to make money. And I just don't think so. I don't, unless you're a good dice shooter, I just don't think you're going to repeat enough times over the course of a session to make a bunch of money. All right, so there's 3 points. We got the 4, the 8, and the 9. Now we're not going to do nothing else. We're just going to try to wait till one hits. If one of them hits, then we will put another come bet out. 4, 1, 5. And so this is what can happen a lot too. Like you can sit here and it'll keep hitting the holes. So you can miss a long roll because it's hitting the 5 and the 6. Oh, but it hit our point, 8. It's actually rolling pretty well. That's 2 points. Hit. It's going to be $36 in the back. Okay. Again, our odds are still working. Yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, if you get to the point where you have a comeback up and you are playing the 3-point molly, you should never turn your odds off. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense to, because you got what your goal was. You're trying to roll those numbers because you're going to lose the flat bet on the 7 too. All right, there's a come out 7. So it's part of what you're trying to do. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I was wrong right there. But that's what I think. I think once you get those bets established, you should leave those odds working. And there's a 3. So that was our first 7, that last roll. And that's my opinion on that. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want those working. All right, there's another 7. Stay right there. Now this strategy should be less volatile as, let's say, 96 across, because of the pass and the come bets get paid on the 7. That was a dice off the table. So it should be a little less volatile. It's still negative over the course, and there's another 7. Generally. Now, obviously, you can have good roll in the middle of your 3-point molly and make a bunch of money if it hits a bunch of repeaters. And there's a 5 finally. All right. But in my experience and a lot of other people's experience with this strategy, it just really doesn't work. Not by itself. You have to do other things with it. And there's a 9, 5, 4. This is what I always have happen. I'll get to the second or the third point, and then a 7 will come, and I'll just lose all my money that I've put out there without a chance of getting the repeater. But this one hits a 9, so again, I'm going to drop this and get 50 because it pays 45 on the odds, and then swap that out. Here we go. What is that? 213. We're going to lose our come bet. Not a big deal. Oops. Stack up. Oh, and then the 7s. And this is the kind of stuff that happens to me when I play this. Or when I did. I used to play it a little bit. And you lose. Get a little consolation prize here. Overall, this is doing pretty well right now. It's not winning. It's not losing. It looks like it's right dead even. I think that's what it does. A lot of times it breaks even. And we have a 10. All right. Or this is what will happen. I'll get the 4 and I'll get the 10. And then I'll get like a 9. And then I'll never hit the numbers. And this is what's happened a lot to me playing this when I did play it. Now, I haven't played this on any kind of consistent basis for a long time. Because it doesn't work. I mean, I'll just put it out there. It just doesn't work. 5, 3, 8. You might have a session or two where it does, but hell, every strategy can say that. They had a great session with whatever strategy, you know. Here we go. And a 3 on the come out. Sorry, not on the come out, but on the come roll. And another 3, what the heck? That's usually not an expensive part of the strategy. Usually that's not that big of a deal. You have a lot of winners there usually. And there's a 6. So we've got a pretty good setup. Get the 68 and the 10. All right, got our 3 points rolling. So now we need a 6, an 8, or a 10. And we got a 11. All right, not when we were in the come, like it would have been nice. So it's kind of hitting the holes, like it's just dodging our numbers. And there's the 7. So this was like an ideal version of when it goes bad. You had some come losers and then a 7. It's just like, what? You know, you had all those rolls and missed. And that's one of the big problems with it. Every strategy has problems. No strategies are perfect. But still, I'll never promote this strategy. It's based off house edge, you know, because of the odds bets. They think it's a really great strategy. Did I mark that 7? I don't think I did. All right, 6, 4, 10. You know, you get all these odds, and they don't have no house edge to them, da 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 da. But it still doesn't change your probability any. You're still having to repeat numbers, and that's why it fails repeatedly. Right, there's aces. We need to quit hitting come horn numbers. And a 10, all right. We back to back to our 10, kind of. The 10s and the 4s are the ones you want, obviously, because they paid 2 to 1 on the odds. So they're good ones. Okay. That was nice. Needed that one. It'd be nice to hit another 10 right here. All right, yes. All right, so I'm going to put that back there, but we're going to get the 60 for that. So that helped a lot. So this kind of paid for all those come losers, which is nice. Oh, let's put that. All right. Oh, and the 3. Come on, man. And the 5, 325. 30 bucks on odds. See, in my opinion, we're getting close to the 7 right here. This would not be a good move for me. I would be thinking, man, I need to get this money reduced down and onto the 7. But in this strategy, you just keep attacking against the 7. $30 winner. And again, if it goes on a long roll and you're hitting those repeaters, it's great, you know. But if we roll a 7 right here, it sucks. You know, 5, 4, 9. So, you know, you're at the point now where you got more than $100 at risk. Now, you do have a probability advantage on the 7, and I'll give them that. But to get there, it took forever. When you could have just placed those numbers and had them the whole time. So being able to play the odds is not that much better. And now we're hitting the holes. What I call hitting the holes, it's when we just hit a 4, a 6, and a 9. You know, we're not rolling the numbers we need. So it's not that we're getting bad rolls. The rolls are right. They're just not hitting the right ones. All right, there's a point made, 10. That's a good one. Perfect. Okay, that helped a lot. All right, coming out. Oh, 7. And again, that's the second time it's beat us like that. But still, my opinion that you should be working these because you work to get them there. So why would you not work them? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, because this exact thing happens. Well, what if I'd have rolled a 6 or whatever number I needed? You know, those things happen too. Hard 4 is the new point. I just think if you go through all this trouble to get this bet out there with odds, why would you turn it off? 4, 2, 6. Oh, that's off the table. I think my table's got more bouncy. It could be the way I'm throwing rolls. So. And there's an 8, 5, 3, 8. Oops. All right, here we go. We're loaded up again. We got good numbers, 6, 4, and 8. Hey, we got that hard 6 in there. Good job. Right, so it's going to pay 36 on the odds and 15 on the flat. Okay. $12. What the heck is up with these losers when we get to the come bet? Probably lost 150 bucks like that. And the 7, of course. Okay, so it's going to pay there. These are going to lose. That was a pretty good roll. Missed a lot of numbers because they hit the holes, but still overall pretty good roll. It looks like we're just under even, which I believe is how the 3-point Molly normally will play. It's just a slow bleeding your money down. Eventually, you're just going to slowly lose your money playing this way. All right, there's the 9. We're going to put 30 in odds. $15 come bet. Oh, an 11. We got a winner on the come finally. All right. Here we go. And the 4. It'd be nice to hit that. Hey, come here. Oh, we got our 9. Perfect. Oh, there's supposed to be a come bet out there. Make sure that's out there. All right. And then we're going to drop a nickel for 50 because that pays 45. All right. That was a good one. It's going to travel. We'll put 30 on it. All right, we're still working everything. This has burned us twice. And didn't hurt us this time. So now we would be on anyway. So, I mean, you had the chance to make those numbers there. Got our 3 points set up. And the 8, so we hit a hole. So we need the 4, 6, or the 9. Pretty good setup. And there's the 7. That was kind of a prime example of it just takes too long to build when you could just be placing those numbers and have them already. That sucked. All right. Here we go. And we got a 10. 10's been good for us. We've hit a bunch of them. Okay. Let's get some reds. $50 in reds. All right. Whoa. That's a 9. It rolled almost all the way to my coffee. Here we go. Try to get some repeaters in here. Need about 4 hits to probably break even. Oh, there's the 7. Dang it. All right, well, that's 10 sevens. It lost, obviously. This last little run really hurt it. It was actually doing pretty well up until then. Wasn't necessarily in the profit, but it wasn't losing either. So it was actually doing okay, but this is about right. This is about usually, maybe a little worse here right at the end than normal. 400. 750. It's a little worse. $802. It's a little worse than I would say normal. I would say normally, before you see 10 sevens, or by the time you see 10 sevens, a normal 3-point molly on $1,000, you'll probably be down $100 normally. This last little run at the end here hurt, I think, kind of right at the end. I think if we played another 2 runs, it would probably right itself a little bit and be down about $100. But still, I'm just trying to show that these very traditional strategies, they just don't work by themselves. They just don't. Not consistently enough to be something you use like that. But this strategy obviously can work if you just make a few moves. In my next video, I'll show those moves. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you have a great day.